We got the noose.
Oh
The
shit.
hate crime, the Bubba Wallace's NASCAR hate crime
Do you know
noose.
how to tie a noose?
No, actually.
Really? Fucking Boy
No.
Scouts? We
They
learned how to
actually
tie nooses in Woodcraft Rangers.
really? We didn't. We learned a bunch of knots. Nooses were not one of them.
Really?
Maybe I wonder if that was because
Highfalutin Boy
because
Scouts.
of they're like racist. They're like tying a noose is racist. I don't actually know what. Besides hanging someone, I don't know
Yeah.
when you would tie a noose in terms of a different knot. Like I don't know what the actual mechanical significance of a noose is.
Well, I
versus other
enjoy
knots.
tying nooses because of like westerns. You always see them in westerns. There's always hangings in westerns. So you
Right.
see
Well,
nooses
that's
all the
right.
time. Hang them high. Like, yeah. When I was a
Right. That's
kid, I
a
want to tie a
yes.
noose. Hell yeah.
That was an interesting point too. Is that like the assumption that a white person is going to see a noose and instantly think it's some racist thing is
Yeah, not
stupid
at
because
all.
lots of people are going to be like, oh, it's like a western, you know.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
okay. So anyway, so Bubba Wallace, the
Hmm.
supposedly black NASCAR driver. I'm assuming he's partially black.
What do you mean supposedly? Oh
I don't
my
know.
God. That
He's
sounds
very.
racist.
I maybe I'm being what's the term when you're like racist? You're not racist. It's like
Are you saying he's
colorist.
like
Maybe I'm being colorist.
half black and that's why
Maybe
you're
he's half black. I don't know. He's very light skinned looking. So maybe I'm being a
Oh my
colorist.
God.
I could look. I could be a
You're
horrible
like accusing
colorist.
him of
Okay.
being the Rachel Dolezal of
He could be
NASCAR. Is that
Rachel
what you're
Dulles.
saying?
He could be Rachel Dullezaling. It's possible. It's
No,
possible.
come on.
Or maybe he's like Obama. Okay. Maybe he's like the president. I don't know. Anyway, so the story is he was told, he didn't actually see it. He was told by the president of NASCAR that some ne'er-doer, some ne'er-do-well had tied a noose and left it hanging in his garage as some sort of racist hate signal.
Yep.
But then a photograph of it came out and people saw it and said, that's not a noose. That's just the little rope that people pull the garage down. And someone put a little loop at the bottom.
Yeah, exactly. I'll bring the picture up because the picture. I mean, it's a tiny. It's not like a noose you could put around your neck.
No. So here's what's interesting about this. People said it was just a little loop that existed on the garage. People said that it existed on multiple garages, had the same loop. So obviously it wasn't singling him out. And it had been there. And this is so funny. Apparently it had been there for months and he never noticed it. Okay. So if someone was
Is he
trying
using
to
the same one? The same.
the
I
same
thought
garage,
they.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So
Interesting.
apparently if someone tied it there to inspire hate, they did a very poor job because the target of their hate didn't even notice it. But here's what's interesting about it. Because everyone saw the original picture and they said, that's bullshit. That's not a noose. And everyone started mocking him. So then NASCAR then reveals their picture of it. Okay. And it's the same rope noose thing from a different angle and close up. So it looks significantly bigger and more noose-like.
Yeah, more noose-like.
Right. So I thought that was interesting that they're so now people are like, oh, see, the FBI lied. The noose is confirmed because if I take a zoomed in shot of the rope, it looks more like a noose.
But this is not nooses have 13 wraps. This is not. Let's see.
Is that the rule?
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's a fiver. That's not a real noose.
There you go. Adam is pulling the
yeah.
The
any good Woodcraft Rangers cadet would know. Would know exactly what's going on here.
There you go. There you go. So really stupid.
So what's your take? Not a racist move? Probably just something out of nothing.
No, my take is that someone
CNN needed a story.
Someone just tied a fucking loop on a rope. And that was it. That's my take on it. Yeah. It's like people seeing the OK sign everywhere saying it's a white supremacist hate signal. It's like, no, it's just the OK sign. Just fucking relax.
If you pull this rope to open and close your garage, you got to admit that little noose thing makes it so much easier to pull on. Like it gives you a little grip for your hand.
It gives you a little grip to pull. Yeah.
Pro job.
I mean, it's so funny too because even if the person who tied it in their mind as a noose, like this is like they probably just like, oh, I'm just making like a little noose because it looks cool. Like they're not like, fuck this guy, he's black. Like there's no indication that whoever tied that was for some racial reason.
Have they found the guy? Because they're probably CNN's going to dox him.
They didn't. I don't believe they found the person.
Not yet.
You know, there's some lowly.
I was like, oh my God, please don't cancel me.
There's some lowly pit crew guy somewhere who's like, oh shit, like, no, it wasn't racist. Like, it just made a loop on the garage. Like, I'm not gonna tell anyone I ever did this.
What if he comes forward and prostrates himself? Like it comes out that he just read White Fragility, and he's like,
there you go.
He's like, it must have been subconscious.
No, see, the big twist will turn out that it was like a black guy that made the rope.
Oh yeah,
just tie a fucking loop in the fucking rope. He's like, well, this is the only. He's like, well, this is the only looped rope knot I knew, so I just tied this one.
Yeah, fascinating.